Hi everyone, this is Alan Rosinski of Metro Manhattan Office Space. If there's one thing that every business in New York City wants, it's views in their workspace, views in their office. In a perfect world, they'd be on the 78th floor of the Empire State Building with panoramic views of Midtown Manhattan and Queens. Now it is unfortunate. If you want views like that, it's going to come at a premium. Landlords get maybe 10 to 20% more for any space with very good views. And if you want the best of the best, you want panoramic views of the Manhattan skyline from your office. And this really makes a difference for team morale. It makes a difference in the image of your company for potential clients that visit your space, potential partners. They go up to your space, they get these killer views. Put your company in, it's favorable for the image of your company. You just feel good with decent natural light and views. I mean, my dentist was on the 69th floor of the Empire State Building. And I recall having numerous procedures on my teeth. While the drilling was occurring, I would have a view of the planes landing and taking off in JFK Airport, and it made the experience somewhat less unpleasant and even almost pleasant, if I could call it that. Now, if you want to be really on a high floor, let's say above the 70th floor in New York City, your options are going to be limited to Class A buildings, which tend to be among the most expensive. I actually did a search, and as of today, maybe there's 7 or 8 buildings in Manhattan that offer space which are higher than the 70th floor, where, I mean, you're just going to get incredible panoramic views. Among those buildings are all the buildings in the World Trade Center complex, 1 World Trade Center, 3 World Trade Center, 4 World Trade Center. Also in Lower Manhattan, 40 Wall Street, the Trump Building. In Midtown Manhattan, of course, the Empire State Building and the Chrysler Building. But it can get a little bit pricey. So let's say it's really important for you to have good views. And also, the one thing I didn't mention, I'm not talking about size. Very frequently in A buildings on high floors, these can be full floors. So those spaces may not be appropriate for smaller tenants who are looking for a few thousand feet, in which case there's always the option of going to co-working spaces on a high floor. Now, if you're looking for better value on a high floor, a way to do a search is to look for Class C buildings. And I did a search in my database, and there's maybe at the moment 4 or 5 Class C buildings which have space above the 25th floor. Buildings like 519 8th Avenue, 345 7th Avenue, 11 Hanover Avenue, and you know, you can be paying a significantly lower rent in a Class C building. And some of these C buildings, they're really surprisingly well maintained. They're really very, very good values. Now, every once in a while, it happens at least a couple of times a year, I get a call from somebody who wants good natural light and as good a view as they can get on a floor which they can walk up to because they're phobic regarding elevators. Now, if you lease office space in New York City, that's very, very limiting if you don't want to take the elevator. But it's a huge market, and there's solutions out there. What you can do, what I would suggest is, if you're afraid of elevators and you want views, is to locate a space on the 2nd floor. And I'll tell you why, particularly the 2nd floor. Because very frequently in commercial buildings, the 2nd floor has a ceiling which is 1 or 2 feet higher. And as a result, the windows are larger. And that extra foot or two of window height can make a big difference in the view. So you may find yourself on a 2nd floor in a corner space with extra large windows, and the view for a 2nd floor is really surprisingly good. So I hope if this is important to you, if natural light, this gives you an idea of what to expect in New York City, or gives you ideas in your search if you're located anywhere else in either overseas or in a U.S. city. Thank you very much. Please feel free to subscribe to my YouTube channel, and until the next time, thanks.